Good morning. Welcome to 2026, and I am here. Not really sure what I'm doing with my channel, so you're here along for the journey. I am drinking a chai tea latte. It's a different chai that I usually like, so let's test it. It doesn't have as much flavor as the last one. So the other one I have is from Thrive Market. This one is Aldi. I'm not a big fan. Usually I like Aldi stuff, like Aldi coffee, amazing. Aldi tea, not so much. That is something that they could work on. But today I thought, because it's 2026 and I don't know what I'm doing with my life, we could do like a shop my stack. For whatever reason, I had like my eyelashes, and the front part of my eyelashes were like hanging in my eyes. And then I looked in the mirror, and I usually get this like, this is TMI, but whatever. I usually get this like one hair that pokes out like right here, and it just sticks like straight out, and it's white. And that was like, it had grown so long, which I've never seen it grow this long. It had grown so long, it was like in my eyeball. So that's fun. Welcome to 40, am I right? I thought we would look at what I have. I haven't been buying makeup. I haven't bought makeup in I don't know how long. Not because I'm not interested, it's just there's been a lot going on. Not only in like my personal life, which I'm sure you've heard a lot of by now, but also just like in the world. So I haven't been it's not that I'm not interested in makeup at all. It's just that when there's so much happening in the world, sometimes you forget about like the things that make you excited or happy, or like sometimes the things that like once meant a lot to you don't have as big of a priority for you anymore. And that's how I felt with makeup. Like, I left my job in September, and my full-time job, and I have been kind of like soul searching. And so a lot of that time I've been depressed for various reasons, not just for not having a job. I'm really wanting to get back into makeup. I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup lately. Like, and when I do, it's just like quick, like 5-10 minute looks. So I really want to get back into like, back where I was, like, I know this is gonna sound really awful, but like back where we were, you know, confined to our homes in 2020, where I was like doing looks all the time, even though I had nowhere to go. Like, I think that's really fun, and I want to get back into that and actually like utilize all this makeup that I have. I did get rid of a lot of makeup. It might have been August, September. I was decluttering a bunch of stuff, and especially like old makeup. My nose isn't great for whatever reason. And maybe I'm in denial about certain things. I had my partner Joe do the sniff test on a lot of my makeup, and he's got a great nose because he's a chef, so he would tell me like whether it had gone bad or not. And I did have to throw away maybe 7 palettes, I'd say. One of them was my RIP, my Glam Light Ice Cream Dream palette. I loved that thing to death, and I hit pan in a lot of those. So I was really sad about that. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I have all this makeup, let's use it. I do have some things like on my list of, you know, makeup that I want. I don't have the urgency to buy new things anymore. Like, if I see something that's pretty, maybe I'll buy it, but like I don't feel the like FOMO anymore that I used to. So let's see where that gets me, and I'm gonna take you on my journey. I'm gonna do this maybe like weekly, bi-weekly. I'm not sure yet. And we'll just shop my stash, see what I have, see what I like, see what I'm feeling, and we'll go from there. So this is the current box that I have, like with like my stash that I've been using. I've kind of been doing this the last month or so. I didn't close my blush. Oh well. So let's see what I have in here so far. Okay, we've got the Pixie Vit Plus Vit Glow. I don't know, this glowy blush. It is very pretty. I've hit pan on it. It's still very good. I've got the Fenty, what is this called? How Many Carats Diamond Balm. It's like a, I don't know, I guess it's a highlighter. I use it as a highlighter. As you can see, that is very well loved. I have a lot of like Christmassy type makeup in here, like reds and greens, because I was doing Christmas looks. Now that it's not Christmas, I'm not gonna be doing Christmas looks. So I have the Red Dragon palette from Oden's Eye and Judy. This is a favorite. I have trouble with reds, and I think I might be allergic, but I am not sure. So I've been playing around with, you know, whether these bother me or not, and this time they did not bother me. But look how beautiful this is. Like, out of that whole collection, like of the collaborators, this one might have been my favorite. I'm trying to think of the other two. The other two were Annette's Makeup Corner and Fancy Face. And I thought the Fancy Face palette, it was like the Hummingbird palette, I thought that one was going to be my favorite. But this one, I have gotten so much use out of this. You can see all the dips, especially in this one right here. Oh my lord, what a beautiful color. I just love these so much. Then we have the Aspen, Priest and Aspen palette. This is a highlighter palette from Beige Cosmetics. As you can see, another well-loved palette, but especially Frostbite. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me just swatch it for you. So yeah, you can see like it is a super pretty highlight, like just golden orangey to like peach, like a peachy orange kind of highlight. I used this one quite a bit for like just like as a white eyeshadow this season, so I've gotten a lot of use out of that. Then we have the Haus Labs. This is the, what is it called? Color Fuse blush in Watermelon Bliss, I think it's called. Yeah. Now I know what you're thinking. That is way too bright for your skin tone. And yes, it is bright, but it is beautiful. I'm a sucker for a bright blush. Been very into blushes this year, especially bright ones, and I can't get enough of this. It's so pretty. All of the Haus Labs like powdered products are amazing. We have the Colourpop Supershock bronzer, which I like. It is a cream bronzer. It's like the Supershock formula, but it is cream. This is not my favorite formula as far as like a cream bronzer goes. But it is fine, and it is a little bit not dark on me, but like a little too warm on me. Normally I don't say that. I'm like, give me all the warmth you can in a bronzer, but this is does look a little orangey on me. Please don't judge me for some of this makeup. I do not support this brand anymore, and until they show me otherwise, I'm not going to buy from them, but I am going to use what I have. And if I can't use it, I'm going to give it away to people. So, that being said, this is an Ofra palette. It is the New Beginnings palette. And these are beautiful colors, let me tell you. And I have to say, like, Ofra did make some really good blushes and highlighters. I just hate that they've been kind of shitty. I wish they would like take a stand on some things. That being said, I also have the glazed donut highlighter from the Nikki Tutorials collab. I was using this as like kind of a lighter eyeshadow as well this season, and I did hit pan this season. So a couple more eyeshadow palettes. I've got the Serenity palette from Cosmic Beauty. As you can see, She is a very well loved palette. Like, I have used this palette I don't know how many times. It is gorgeous. I know she's rough looking right now. I need to wipe some of this off. I've already got like powder on my hands, but I get so many looks from this palette. A super underrated palette. And I know like they have a lot of new eyeshadow palettes now, which I'm very interested in, but this is like a classic. This and the Muse palette I have gotten so much use out of. Then we have Ace Beauté Tropical Vibes. I really like the greens in this one. That's why I was using it. Especially these neons, they're so fun. I feel like a Christmas tree. And this color, oh my god, beautiful. Beautiful. I wish they would come out with more stuff, but they have not in a couple years. And then we have the Glamlight Very Delicious palette, Strawberry Shortcake palette. Just super cute. I'm a lover of strawberry shortcake. I don't know, it's just the cutest aesthetic. And I mean, like, I'm a 40-year-old woman, but nostalgia really hit me with this one. But gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The greens are beautiful, the reds are beautiful. This one doesn't seem to bother my eyes, so I've been using it, and especially for the Christmas season. And then of course we have my Clionadh singles. You can pry these from my cold dead hands. They're stunning, and they are like gold to me. So these might be staying in my stash. We'll see. And now that it is more of like winter, you know, it is very cold outside. I would like to get more use out of like my blues and my purples and those, that kind of vibe. So let's look for eyeshadow palettes first. My eyeshadow palettes are not very well organized, so please don't judge me. I love this kind of storage because it gets it out of the way. This might be a good choice. This is the Age of Opulence palette from Beauty Bay. Don't hear too many people talking about Beauty Bay anymore. They used to be like all the rage, but that is what she looks like. I'm gonna set this aside because it is a really good palette and she does not get enough love. Also got the Blueberry Muffin palette, which I've always been out. Ooh, I just dug my finger into that. Yep, got some nail in that one. That's okay. Very pretty palette. Still good. That Baker's Dozen makes me think of like the night sky or something, so I think I'm gonna put this one aside. I've also got this. This is the BH Cosmetics Paris. What is it called? Something in Paris. Passion in Paris. Passion in Paris palette. And that is what she looks like. Very moody, very yeah, again, like very sultry, midnighty kind of vibes. So I'm gonna set that one aside as well. I do like this one from Colourpop as well. It surprisingly is a very good palette. I think this was kind of when Colourpop was releasing like a ton of stuff. And I think it's underrated. So I'm gonna set that aside. So this palette kind of goes along with that, like in that it came out in a huge collection of stuff, and this is the All Amethyst palette. This is actually a really good palette. I have enjoyed this. Here is that Annette's Makeup Corner palette I was talking about from Oden's Eye. Definitely like a wintry kind of feel. Here is the Sea Talk palette from Lauren May Beauty and Oden's Eye. Little crusties, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna put this in my stash because I have always loved this. It is so beautiful. I got this not that long ago. It's the Natasha Denona Rocks the palette. Haven't heard too many people talk about it, but I've really been enjoying it. So I'll put that aside. This is another brand that doesn't exist anymore, or I just don't support anymore, and or I had a casualty with that one. I still need to clean it up a bit. But these are my JD Glow eyeshadows, and as you can see, they're loved, but I feel like I need to get some more use out of them, especially these sparkly ones. I feel like these especially will really get used this year, or this season. For some reason, whenever I think of winter, I think of Terra Moons, so I think I'm gonna put these in my stash as well. I think I'm gonna put this in my stash as well, just to throw in some neutral. I've loved this palette for so long. It was such an underrated palette. I think Colourpop really shines when they do stuff like this, like a very like themed palette, but not like an IP, you know? So I really love this palette, so I'm gonna get some use out of this. I forgot to mention that I'm only gonna do eyeshadows, bronzers, blushes, lips, that kind of thing, because I only have a small amount of face products, and I kind of just use the same things over and over again, so or depending on what my skin looks like. So since I'm going for like a bluey kind of wintry look, I think I want to pick this blush up. This is the Buttermelt blush. I really like these. I have two colors. This one is Electric Fuchsia. Again, I know what you're thinking. It is bright. I don't care. It's coming with me. I also really like this Melt blush, but as you can see, she's seen better days. It's not that she's bad. It's just that she came broken, I put her back together, and now she's hitting pan. So I'm gonna put her in the stash because she has a pinky. I think I will do this for one of my highlighters. This is Lavender Luv'r in the same Fenty Diamond Balm, and that's what she looks like. Super pretty. Also going to do this NARS bronzer. I'm really liking the look of a cream bronzer lately. And I have a lot of powders, but I really like this bronzer a lot, so I'm gonna put her in the stash. I think I'll also go ahead and put this Colourpop blush in. I just saw it. This one is a Supershock in Birthday Suit. It is a pink, but it's a lighter pink. It's not as like bam in your face as that Melt one, so I'm gonna put that in as like a more neutral option. And then lips. Maybe I won't do lips because I kind of base lips off of like how I'm doing my makeup, like, and it's just kind of like, you know, what if I want a neutral lip one day, and what if I want a bold lip one day, you know? So I'm kind of just gonna leave those out for now. Ooh, you know what I do want to use? I want to use some of this Rare Beauty highlighter. It's a liquid highlighter. This one's in Enchant. It's super pretty, so I'll use that as well. I am gonna narrow down some of these eyeshadows because I don't need all of that, but I've got the Passion in Paris, and we've got the Blueberry Muffin, which is like a lighter kind of version than that and doesn't have as much redness. Then we have the Age of Opulence. Oh, I think I'm gonna put her in. I miss her. I just love these tones. These jewel tones are like my favorite thing in the whole world. So we're gonna put her in. I think I'm gonna put Passion in Paris back. And oof, I really like this one. But I also really like this one. Okay, I might keep Blueberry Muffin too. This one's still on the fence. Oof, this one's so pretty. I think I'm gonna keep her. I definitely want to keep this one as like a neutral option. God damn it. Just because we got some greens, we got some blues, we got a lot of like warm tones if I want them. So I think I'm gonna put these two back. And then this one's really pretty too. I think I'm gonna keep this one out too. And I think I'm gonna put this one back as well. And then I said I was going to keep my Cleonas out, but I think I have a lot of similar shadows in my Terra Moons and my JD Glow, and these just don't get enough praise. They're so pretty, especially, oh my god, that one's so pretty. These blues, ooh, beautiful. So she's going in there, and then my roughed up JD Glow stash. And then we have 3 blushes, 1 bronzer, 1 highlighter, no, 2 highlighters, because I have this one. This one's like icy, so that'll work. Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about this. So now let's see what we can do as far as a look. As I said before, you see things in the background that are messy. No, you didn't. I am not going to be doing too much with like talking about base products, because it's basically the same like 5 products that I use over and over again. Because as you can see, my skin is not liking too much of anything right now. I was on steroids for 6 days, like a 6-day taper or whatever, for all the inflammation I've been dealing with, just like as a kind of an emergency kind of situation, like until I see a doctor to figure out where the inflammation's coming from and why and whatnot. So my skin cleared up for like 3 days, and it was like the best 3 days ever. I was so happy. And now it's flared up again. I finished my taper 2 days ago, so I'm pretty bummed that some of the inflammation is coming back. But I always use my sunscreen. This one is my favorite right now. I also like the Super Goop. What is it? Super Goop Glow Screen. I really like that one too, even though I am oily. That one doesn't make me, it is radiant, but it doesn't make me look like oily. And this one, I feel like it does say blurring. I would say it's like kind of mattifying, honestly, on my skin, because like I said, I do have oily skin, so I always have this. It is a cheaper option than the Super Goop, and those are the two that I have liked. The e.l.f. one, the e.l.f. version of the Super Goop, I find it to be a little more oily, and I would say that if you have a deeper skin tone, that might have a white cast as well. So this one obviously is pretty white, so might want to be careful on that one. Again, some of these brands I'm not like fully supporting, but I am using them to get rid of them, to use them up as best as I can. So I am using the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. It is one of the only primers that actually works on me. I do like the Milk Makeup version of this. I guess the Milk Makeup version was the original and this is the dupe. This was cheaper at the time, so using this up. If you know of any other primers that are on that level and you have oily skin and can recommend other primers, please let me know. And that won't cause like this to be angry either. I am feeling like winter. I'm wanting to dig into the Age of Opulence palette because she is quite gorgeous. I mean, look at her. So I think I want to do something with this and maybe use like the Blueberry Muffin palette as well. So I think I'm gonna use these two today and do a look, and then maybe add in something else. I don't know, either a shadow from one of the other palettes or maybe one of my singles. I'm not sure yet, but let's see what happens. For whatever reason, I have House Tour by Sabrina Carpenter stuck in my head, maybe because I was giving you the tour of my stash over here. Do you want the house tour? Oh, my ears are a little sad. Let's put them up. Here we go. Is that better? That's better. I am really out of this. I am using the MAC Paint Pot, if I can find a brush. This is my favorite primer. Eye primer. I do have oily eyelids, so I need something that really sticks the eyeshadow down. And this is very close to my skin tone. And it really grips onto the eyeshadows. I also like the Sigma, I think they're primer sticks. Forget what color I use. Anyway, I really like those. They do not last long. Not last long as in like last long on your eyes. They lock that shit in. But the product itself doesn't last long. this lasts freaking forever. And it's about the same price as the Sigma primer sticks. And I have to look at like the product like cost comparison to see like what the difference is. But I just feel like these last so much longer than those. I feel like I go through those so fast. So I think I'm gonna start with a dark color. And this lavish color right here is just calling to me. It is so bright, so bright and vivid and beautiful. And I just want to put it on. I'm getting excited now. I just want to put it all over my lid. Been doing this like little wing shape with my eyeshadow lately that I've been liking. So instead of like starting from like the middle and like kind of blending out, I've been starting kind of out in an angle, and I really like the way it looks. And I'm just kind of packing that on and doing little tiny pats and swirls. Super professional. And I like to blend, start with like a dark color. And I have heard from other creators that these Beauty Bay palettes, like are better when you work with the darker shades first and then the lighter shades. So we are going to test the theory. And then I'm kind of making sure that my shape stays like kind of at an angle. Don't want any like oval type shapes. So kind of like that. So when I look at it, I kind of have like a dramatic wing when I look straight ahead. And it's funny because like I can never recreate what I've done on one eye to the other eye. But we're gonna try. Also, I still do my eye makeup first because I am messy and I do not trust myself. And I never will. This is like, oh, I just love this blue. It is so vibrant and rich. Like, I remember wanting this palette back when it came out, and I actually, like, I bought it at the same time I bought the Wilderness palette. And the Wilderness palette, I believe, was like a re-release. And this one was the new one. And I wanted this one so bad. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just get the Wilderness palette just to see. And I loved it. So these two palettes have like, but I've actually gotten more use out of the Wilderness palette than I have with this one. And it makes me a little sad because I do really love the colors in this one. Robert Welsh, please don't judge me for my skills. Okay, this tea is really growing on me. This is my second cup, by the way. So I am fully caffeinated at 9 o'clock. So every so often I just kind of like take a step back and kind of even these out a bit. To keep this vibrancy, I'm going to go with this one, Cheat Day, in the, what do you call this one? Blueberry Muffin palette. And I'm going right over top of that edge. And just doing little tiny swirls. Just buffing it enough. And that is like the perfect color to go with this, to like blend this out, because it is also a very vibrant shade. It's so pretty. I love periwinkles so much. Do I look like a little ice princess? I do feel a little rusty doing this. That is okay. Do not put me back in the corporate world ever again. Fingers crossed. Okay, I look a little bit like maybe, what's her name? Mimi Doback? Maybe, I almost said Mimi Brokeback. That's her name. Mimi Brokeback. Okay. I do look like Mimi from the Drew Carey Show, but I'm digging it. Might add some more colors. I'm really feeling these jewel tones now. I'm like, ooh, so excited. So what do I want to do though? I'm going to use my NYX glitter primer before we put on shimmer. We need to look and see what we have and maybe do some swatches. So we have Revival. Oh my god, she is beautiful, but that is like a tealy color. That might work. No, that won't work, but it is really pretty. I'm gonna have to use that at some point. Just look at her. We have Tempting right here. I did say that I didn't want to use Baker's Dozen, so maybe we can incorporate that somehow too. That's not as exciting as I thought it would be. So this is Baker's Dozen, and I think it was just like a matte with sparkle in it, and that is Tempting. Tempting is very pretty, so that could work. This is Good God from JD Glow. Ooh, she is so pretty. And the silvery one is Visions. Oh, so pretty. It's like a Terra Moons. Stellar Apotheosis. I don't even know if that's how you say that, but that's how I've always said it. So there's that. Oh, that's so pretty. We've got Moontide. Oh, I love this shade. I've always loved this one. Okay, we're using that one for sure. Atlas, but I think this one's more green. It's like blue green, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's more blue green. That could work. Like an inner corner or something. Perihelion, which has always been like another like favorite. Where should I put her? Right here. Whoa. Oh my, you can't even see like the shine on that. That is so pretty. Ugh. Okay, this is tough. I think I definitely want to use this one. Moontide. So maybe Moontide on the outer? No. I feel like this one. This is the Terra, or the JD Glow one. So maybe that one. Yeah. Let's get to the store. I have no idea where my makeup wipes went. I know I have makeup wipes, I just don't know where they are. Okay, we're gonna do Moontide on the outer lid. Oh god, that's beautiful. Okay. Let's see what you did there. Ooh, she is beautiful. She is beauty, she is grace. I'm gonna go back into Lavish in my Age of Opulence palette to kind of blend these a little bit. I just kind of dip it right on top of that very edge. And I blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going back into Cheat Day in the Blueberry Muffin palette to blend out the edges some more. Do I want that one or that one? Oh gosh, they're both so pretty. I think I'm gonna do Stellar Apotheosis. Oh gosh. The problem with it is that I can't really pack it down because it does like crease really bad on me. So I'm gonna have to be very, very careful. So I'm gonna use like a little brush. I do have some setting spray. Maybe I can spray it, but don't spray it until you get the stuff picked up on your brush. So otherwise you could damage your brush or your shadow. Okay. I'm going in lightly. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Packing this does not do well, but if I do like a light hand with it, I think it's gonna look a lot better. Oh my god, I look like a galactic fairy princess. I was watching a video today and they said that they thought that like the silicone applicator, like sponge applicators were gonna be in style this year, and I was like, please don't. These are terrible. Like, it's so much easier. We'll just get a little brush like this. This is easy too. And it looks better. That's probably gonna crease on me. Don't I look beautiful? Don't answer that. I know I look crazy right now. I look a little like a raccoon. At least I'm a happy and colorful raccoon. Adding back a little bit of Moon Tide. Overlap those two. I'm gonna put on some foundation now. I am gonna use my handy dandy, trusty Misha BB cream because it is stunning. I do like 1 or 2 pumps. I honestly don't do more than that because hello skin. Anyway, this video has been quite messy, figuratively and literally, but at least we're having fun, and that's what this is all about, right? And the sun is coming out and it's beautiful outside. No animals yet. Usually when I'm sitting here I see like at least a squirrel or something. The last couple mornings I've seen some deer, which has been pretty cool, but not today. Not yet anyway. And before any of you say, well, maybe you should wash your makeup brushes, I've been washing my makeup brushes. I switch out my makeup brushes every week. I have been for like 2 months. This has been going on longer than that, like 3 months with this stuff, just to make sure. It's not my makeup brushes. It's hormonal and or inflammation, so shut up. I've been using this under eye brightener from Milani. Just to hide some of the dark circles. So I do like a little bit of that for now. I don't know if I like it. See, this thing about like me not doing makeup a whole lot, like I don't know as far as like concealers what I really like anymore besides the House Labs concealer and NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm not like wearing my makeup all day like I used to, so I would like to do more of that so I can tell if you have oily skin, this will work for you. I'm not working like a regular 9 to 5 anymore, so I haven't been able to do that. So I haven't been actually using a color correcting concealer for a while now, because when you hit 40 or when your mom dies, you suddenly have dark circles that you didn't have there before. I'm not even joking, like as soon as after May, like, sorry to keep up, bringing up my dead mom, but after May, I swear, like I aged like 5 years. I used to be able to get away with saying that I was in my early 30s. I don't think that's the case anymore. I don't think that's the case. I think we have aged quite a bit in the last few months, and that's okay. Another thing I like about this Limoncello palette is that it has very good shades for my eyebrows. So as you can see, these two especially have huge pans in them, because for a while I was using them for my eyebrow. I don't really see the point in buying a bunch of like eyebrow products when I have eyeshadows that do just as good of a job, if not a better job. And I like the precision of using a brush because I can lightly fill in where I need to and then call it a day. Look how much different and better that looks. I think it looks better anyway. That's just me. Robert Welsh, do not come for me. And especially like this eyebrow is always like my left side of my body just sucks. Does anybody else have that problem where one side of their body is better than the other? This side is my problem side of like everything. Like I get allergies in this eye, like I swear to God, just in this eye. My eyebrow sucks on this side. I always said that I would like to do an eyeshadow palette with whomever, like a collab, and I would have a bright red shade that would just say my left eye. And then like this one always looks thicker, and then I just can't get it right, so I don't really care. It'll all come together in the end, trust me. I need to tell myself that too in my like own personal life. This is the Typology serum concealer. Has caffeine in it. It's fine. I don't like it like long wear. It's not Lady Gaga. Just saying, it's not. The House Labs. Top tier. Top tier. I don't know what that woman did or who's making her makeup, but keep going, girl. Keep going. See, I got a lot of like samples. I can't remember when, but or with what. So this might have been my last Sephora order, which was like September, I think. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what is this called? Brow Freeze. It's fine. I don't like my eyebrows to look too like done, you know? They just look unnatural to me. So now that that's done, I'm gonna put a little powder under my eyes. This is what is left of my Lady Gaga, my House Labs powder. I had to move it into another container. I forget why. Just gonna lightly dust a little powder under the eyes and between the forehead. And I like to do my T-zone, especially like my nose, my upper lip, and my chin. Because sometimes I sweat in those areas. Don't ask me. Okay, so since we're going blue, like with a blue theme here, I'm going to use the LA Girl Powder Blue Auto Liner. I really like using these for not just liner to like line my like waterline or whatever, but also I do a little bit under the eye as kind of like a base for the eyeshadow. And these are very good drugstore find. They are very inexpensive, but anytime I see those on sale, I try to pick them up because they last a long time too, and they last a long time on your waterline as well. I've been using these mink eyelashes, these Ardell's, and I remember using them before and I didn't like them for whatever reason. This time around, they're actually pretty good. They're like a little more dramatic than what I'm used to. I'm used to like wispies, but those are a little more dramatic than I want right now. So I thought I would try these. These are the Ardell Active Lash, and I've seen them like before. And like I put them in my cart and then I've taken them out and then I just never bought them. And then I saw them at TJ Maxx, so I bought them. These are in the style Speedy. And these are supposed to be high endurance with a flexible band. I'm assuming that the kind of gimmick is that you can wear these like when you're working out, which personally I wouldn't wear lashes when I'm working out, but that's just me. But I've been interested in them because I have super like watery eyes, and I thought maybe these will be better for me. And I just have allergies, so I thought let's try them. Why not? They do have a very flexible band. I wouldn't say it's like anything to write home about though. It's supposed to be like any different than any other lash? I'm confused. They are a little curlier than I like too. I usually like long, like wispy lashes. Like I said, wispies. Now I have abracadabra in my head. Abracadabra, abra-una-na. We've got sunshine coming upon me. I usually put my like eyelash glue down and then wait. And then while I'm waiting for that to dry, I finish up my face, and then I put my lashes on like the last minute. So lower lash line, let's see. I really like the look of this, but I think I want to do maybe some of this. Oh my god, the brightness of that sun. Maybe some of this, maybe some purple, I don't know yet, but I'm gonna do the teal first. It's called Hope. I like to pack this on first, the lower lash line, and kind of angle it up to blend into my upper line, and then I kind of blend them together. And I don't like to come too far in because I feel like it makes my eyes look even smaller, and I already have small eyes, so I try to open them up as much as I can. I think I'm just gonna use Treat, which is kind of a gray, and just lightly blend that out. I just don't want any harsh lines there. I'm also going to use a little more glitter glue, and I'm gonna put that like in the lower lash line and like the inner corner, like the inner corner. I do want a little bit sparkle on that lower lash line. I think the color I want to go in my inner corner is this Atlas color. So and I'm going to take my brush to kind of blend that into the other color that I put on the front portion of my eyelid. Now I'm going to go into this greeny color from Terra Moons. What is this one called? Perihelion? Yeah, this one. And this is another flaky shade, so they don't do great on my eyes. So I'm just going to take a little bit at a time. I don't even know if that's doing anything at the moment. Oh god, that's not working. Come on. I'm going to take this brush instead. That smudgy brush. There we go, that's better. That works better. Okay, I like the look of that so far. Let's finish the rest of the face. So we've got our bronzer. Just love this bronzer. It's just so blurs into the skin. Blends so nice. And like, I didn't put powder like all over, but it goes over powder very nice too. I think with the bright blue and teal, we will stick to this like more neutral pink. And this is, oh no, she's broken. This is Birthday Suit from Colourpop. It is a little broken, but that's okay. I love these Colourpop Supershock cheeks because they just like are so buildable, so like, what's the word? Natural looking on the skin, even though it's like more of like a matte finish. Like it just looks so pretty on the skin. They're very easy to work with, I guess I should say, effortless. Yeah, I really like that. I feel like this eye is driving me nuts though. So I'm going to take a little bit of Treat and just go over the edges and blur that out a little bit. I think I'm gonna do the Fenty, or the Rare Beauty highlighter, and this is a liquid highlighter. So what I like to do is do a little dab on the back of my hand because for me anyway, it can get very oily very quickly, and I don't want like an oily look to my skin. And then I just take a brush and dab, and then kind of swirl it on that way. And then I can always add more if I want to. The That way I have a little more control. I don't like to just put the doe foot on and then swirl it. Like, I feel like that is too much for me. I feel like a little fairy, like I said, a little like fairy galaxy princess, like Winter Wonderland fairy princess or something. While my mascara dry, I'm gonna pick out a lip. The other day I did a very, very, very light lip with a slightly darker lip liner, and I know that's not like revolutionary by any means, and normally I do not like that look on myself, but for whatever reason it looked really good that day, so I'm gonna try that. I have been using this automatic lip liner from Ulta. It's so old, but it's still good. I just opened it not that long ago, so it's still good. It's in raspberry. It's almost gone, so I'm gonna use that. It's my lip liner. And you know what? I think she is done. And now I'm going to use my Sephora cream lip stain. I don't remember what shade this actually is. I just have the number. But I got it a while ago. It's something vanilla. I got it a while ago, and I really like this formula, but I didn't like the color when I got it. But let's try it with this. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I'm just not used to my lips being this color, you know, like lighter. Maybe because my lips are more pigmented. Let's try a gloss. I just saw this gloss. This is a butter gloss. These are amazing. This is NYX Butter Gloss in Angel Food Cake. This is one of my favorites. It's like a mauve shade. Now time for the lashes. Let's see how they do. Final look. I'm not mad. Not mad at all. I feel like sometimes you have to trust the process. And then, you know, once you get, you know, everything together, finally, it finally looks okay. So welcome back me to this. And thank you for coming. And if you want to see some looks from the other makeup I chose for like my stash, let me know. Thank you for watching. Let me know what else you want to see in 2026, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.